Thank you so much for joining me today, Eleanor. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. What got you into playing basketball?
I've been playing basketball ever since I can remember. I have two older brothers, so I just followed in their footsteps and yeah, just loved it ever since.
You being from Illinois, what made you choose to play basketball here at the University of Dayton?
So I had a few friends who went to school at Dayton as students, but a lot of it was just Coach Meek. I knew her through the recruiting process, and yeah, I was just like totally intrigued by her, and it just was a great fit for me, like academically and with sports. So yeah, it's been a perfect fit for me.
What does a typical practice as well as a game day look like for you?
So usually, well, I can go through what we did at practice today, but we're playing Davidson tomorrow, so it was a lot of prep for that. Doing a lot of scout, going through their offensive sets, and then going over our game plan, how we're planning to attack them, things like that, and just doing a lot of shooting, making sure we're loose and ready to go. And then game days, we do shoot around a few hours before the game, just getting shots up, getting loose, and going over our baseline out of bounds plays and things like that, some of our offensive sets, and yeah, just getting locked in and ready to go.
Do you have any pregame rituals that you got?
Yeah, that's a good question. I like just listening to music in the locker room with my teammates. That's a big one. Yeah, just hanging out with the team. Usually I call my mom before games real quick before I go down to the court, because she'll be watching on TV, so just say hi, things like that. But yeah, definitely just listening to music and then getting ready with the team.
Your freshman season, you won the End of Year Flyer of the Year award.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean to you?
That meant a lot to me. Just being able to embody what it means to be a Flyer, especially in my first season. That was really cool to receive and great to get that recognition. Yeah, just every day I try to attack it the same, just working my hardest, just showing what I can do on and off the court for my team and showing up when I can in any way possible for my teammates and coaches and things like that. So it meant a lot to me to get that recognition.
You're also part of UD's Student Athlete Advisory Committee. Tell me what that program's all about to you and what that means to you.
Yeah, so SAC has been a huge part of my life. It's been great to be on the executive board starting this year, and yeah, just definitely advocating for all the student athletes on campus, making sure we're getting information out to representatives so they can spread it to their team, just about different initiatives going on campus. We've been really targeting mental health lately and trying to make sure people have access to all the resources possible on campus, including our sports psychologist, which has been huge for us. And especially lately, we've been trying to make recovery kits for athletes going through season-ending injuries. So just kind of like a little gift basket to kind of lift their spirits a little bit when it's a really hard time. But yeah, right now we are planning the Rudy's award show. So that's been really fun, just picking out, we're just doing little things right now, just decorations and the food that's going to be there. So yeah, it's definitely been really fun. I went to Washington, D.C. in September for the A10 SAC meeting. So that was really cool to have an opportunity to collaborate with other athletes and the athletic directors from all the teams in the conference.
How would you describe the culture of the team throughout your time here?
I would say we're very driven and cohesive unit. I would say even through the ups and downs we've had throughout the years, we've all just stuck together no matter what, and yeah, just persevered. And I feel like it's made us a really close unit overall.
You came in where UD acquired a new head coach in Tamika Williams-Jeter. What is your relationship like with her, and has she taught you anything throughout your time here?
Yeah, she has taught me so much. I have a great relationship with her. Yeah, she's so personable with everybody. I talk to her every single day before practice, just chatting, catching up. And, she's not only a great coach, but she's just an outstanding person overall. Yeah, she really cares about all of us as a whole. And she's just taught me so much, not only on the court through basketball, but off the court, just taking it every day, one day at a time, and making sure to just take care of yourself overall. I've learned a lot from her in that aspect, just because as a head coach, you have crazy schedule, lots going on. She has kids, so she's taught me a lot, especially with my busy schedule, just trying to navigate that. And and I love her. She's awesome. So
Tell me what the atmosphere like is at UD Arena. How do you prep for game days? What goes on through your mind?
yeah, I love the atmosphere at the arena. It's definitely awesome. The fans are just so energetic, and it's great to see them every game. And, the same fans through the door. They're super consistent coming through to our games, which is awesome. But yeah, I just try to prep and try to just bring as much energy as I can to my team, whether it's on the court, off the court, things like that. Trying to make sure we have a lot of engagement on the bench. Everyone's locked in, and just doing everything we can to bring as much energy as possible because, that really carries us through. It's a long season. So, yeah, it's definitely great playing in the arena, and I feel like it's one of the best atmospheres in college basketball.
How have you shown your leadership on and off the court towards your teammates? During game days, I've recognized that you are so full of spirit on the bench. What's that like?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I mean, I just try to lead by example when it comes to, just cheering people on, things like that, and especially trying to show the newcomers kind of what we've built here at Dayton, especially because this past season we've had more newcomers than returners. So just trying to show what we've built and being that person they can look to as an example of what it means to be a Dayton Flyer and, kind of representing that through the energy I give every day and just the passion I have towards basketball and my team as a whole. So
you do have your own merchandise. Tell me what that means to you and how it's helped you as a Flyer.
Yeah, it's been great, honestly, just to be able to have my family and friends wear, Dayton across their chest as long as I'm wearing it. So, that's been great, especially even at some of our games when I see a little kid wearing like a hoodie with my name on the back, like it means so much to me. And, it's a really cool experience for me where I'm like, wow, like I remember being that little kid going to high school and like college games and really looking up to the players. So it's cool that I can be that person for them. And, I just try to use my platform the best way possible.
You guys host an annual school day. And as we're recording this, it's tomorrow. You guys have one tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Tell me what those games are like for you. I know you've been in 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely an awesome experience as a player. It's one of my favorite games of the year. Just an absolutely electric environment. The kids, they're just super excited at every possible thing that's going on in the court, whether we're doing it or they even cheer for the other team sometimes. But yeah, it's definitely loud, fun. It's really cool, especially for tomorrow. We had some students make us our warm-up shirts, and they painted on shirts and drew pictures for us. So that's going to be really cool to be able to wear that. And we filmed some videos that they'll play for the kids, I think during warm-ups and during halftime. So yeah, it's just really cool to get Dayton so involved. And I think we probably have like the highest attendance in the country for school day games. We were talking about that at practice today. So it's just a really cool opportunity to play in front of little kids that look up to us so much.
Tell me, how have you been able to balance education and basketball here at ED?
Yeah, it's definitely a tough balance, especially I'm a health science major, so I have some pretty strenuous classes. So luckily for me, my professors are really understanding and meet with me a lot to help me go over material that I miss when we travel and have games and things like that. And especially being involved in SAC, and I'm in a health science fraternity as well. I'm the secretary of that. So just being able to manage my time has been something I've had to work on a lot, but it's definitely something I know that I'll carry with me for the rest of my life.
How do you think the UD basketball program here can help incoming freshmen and any transfer students strive of who they want to become?
Yeah, I think our team as a whole, we built a culture where we are very welcoming to newcomers. The past few years, we didn't have too many returners from the old coaching staff. So just creating an environment that's really inviting, where even in the summers when we first got to campus, a few of my teammates and I would literally go door to door, just getting to know the girls, asking them to, get lunch, go get shots up, things like that, just to make sure that they felt super welcomed and knew that their belonging on this team was so important. And they're so vital to what we're trying to do and our goals we're trying to accomplish. So just getting to know them was honestly an awesome experience.
What makes the UD basketball program here stand out to you?
I would say it's just everyone's drive and everyone's like motivation just to be great each and every day. Like we say every day, like win is our motto, like work hard with integrity and no excuses. And I feel like everybody lives that out every day. And we also have a lot of accountability on our team. So if people aren't living that out on the court, off the court, in the classroom, things like that, you know, we make sure that we stay on top of things. So yeah, definitely we try to utilize that every day.
What have you learned from coaches and teammates throughout your time here?
I've learned so much, honestly, just learning how to persevere through good times, hard times, being level-headed, even when we're winning, when we're losing, just making sure we're staying steady, things like that. And yeah, especially from our assistants, I've learned so much from them, our director of operations, everyone, like top to bottom on our staff, they've taught me so much, and just the conversations I've had with them, I've just created such strong relationships with all of them through all that, and they know me so well. I know them really well. Like I trust all of them so much. So just learning just so much for them each and every day, whether big things, little things. It's definitely helped shape me who I am over the past few years.
What has been the biggest takeaway from your time here?
I would say just I've learned just how to pour my passion into like everything I love doing. Like I love playing basketball. I love being not only an athlete here at Dayton, but being a student. So just being able to pour out all my energy, all my passion and love for this school, and like showing that to everyone on campus, my friends from other sports teams, and supporting them at their games. You know, the strong sense of community we have on campus has definitely been a huge takeaway for me, and just the amount of support we get from our faculty, from President Spina, running into him on campus. I saw him yesterday, gave me a huge hug, was congratulating me on how our season's been so far. So yeah, I would say just the support is unmatchable.
What makes UD basketball so special to you?
I would just say it's the people as a whole. I feel like the coaching staff, what Coach Meek has created here, it's nothing really matches it. You know, I have friends at other schools, and kind of hearing what their stories are and things like that. Like Coach Meek really, like you could be like the star player or play not a lot and not have much of an impact on the court, but she just cares about you as a person as a whole. She wants you to be great in the classroom. She teaches us so much about things we'll take away for the rest of our lives, like when we're working, when, you know, we have families and have to like show up every day. She shows up for us, so that makes me want to show up even more. So yeah, I feel like just definitely what Coach Meek has created, it sets us apart so much from other teams.
And who do you credit for supporting you in your basketball journey?
I would say just my support system, my mom, my siblings, my high school coaches, travel basketball coaches, you know, the coaches here, Coach Meek, Bryce, Daryl, Cal, Colleen, Perk, all of them, you know, all my teammates. I would say like they're so supportive of me and everything I do, and just the amount of love I have for them and they have for me. It's just been a great experience overall, and they're going to be stuck with me for the rest of my life because I just love them so much, and they won't be able to get rid of me.
Well, I thank you so much for joining me today, Eleanor, and I hope you good luck on the rest of the season.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thanks for watching. If you want to learn more about Eleanor, or if you want to learn more stories from Flyer athletes, links on screen.